In a land devoid of life, a small tree stood tall, yet barren. But one day, it discovered a hidden strength, and a beautiful flower bloomed. As its beauty attracted many, the tree realized its gift could nourish others. And so, it bloomed more, creating an oasis that brought joy to all who saw it. Its generosity inspired others, and soon the entire landscape was transformed. The moral of the story: generosity has the power to transform not just ourselves, but the world around us. A peacock, proud of its stunning appearance, claims the throne of the mountain. The other animals gaze up in awe, fueling the peacock's ego. But a sudden gust of wind humbles the peacock, sending it tumbling down. Ashamed and helpless, the peacock realizes its pride was its downfall. The other animals, with compassion, offer the peacock a chance to regain its dignity. And so, the peacock learns that true beauty lies not in pride, but in humility and kindness. In calm waters, the lotus bloomed with ease. But then, the storms of life came, threatening to uproot it. The lotus bent, but it did not break, for it knew the storm would pass. And when the sun returned, the lotus stood tall once more. Its roots grew stronger, its spirit unshaken, a testament to the power of resilience. For in the face of adversity, it is not the strength of the storm that matters, but the depth of our roots and the resilience of our spirit. In a forest filled with whispering trees, a small bird named Luna gazed out at the cave that had haunted her dreams. For as long as she could remember, the cave's darkness had filled her with an unspeakable fear. But on this day, something within her stirred, and she decided to face the fear that had held her back for so long. She took to the skies, her heart pounding in her chest, and flew straight into the mouth of the cave. And to her surprise, she found not darkness, but a beauty that had been hidden, waiting to be discovered. Luna learned that sometimes, the greatest fears hold the most profound treasures, and that courage can illuminate even the darkest of places. I have everything, yet I feel so empty. Why can't I be content? I've chased every desire, but my heart remains hollow. Sometimes, what you're looking for is right in front of you, if you only take the time to appreciate it. In this moment, I realize I have been given so much. The beauty of nature, the joy of life. Gratitude has given me peace, and with it, I've found true happiness. Remember, gratitude is the key to unlocking true contentment. Appreciate what you have, and you shall find peace. The peacock envied the eagle's freedom, wishing it could fly that high. It thought its beauty was worthless compared to the eagle's strength, but the other animals saw the peacock's unique beauty and marveled at its splendor as it spread its magnificent tail. The peacock realized its own worth. The peacock learned to value its own gifts and appreciate the eagles from a new perspective. True beauty lies not in comparison, but in embracing one's own unique strengths. The ants had never seen a storm like this before, with clouds as black as coal and winds that howled like a beast. But instead of running away, they decided to work together, using their unique skills to build a raft that would save them all. The storm raged on, with waves crashing against the shore, but the ants held on to their raft, their bond stronger than any flood. As they paddled and steered their raft, they realized that alone they would have perished, but together, they were unstoppable. And when the storm finally passed, they found themselves safe and sound, perched on a tree branch, their unity and teamwork saving the day. The moral of the story is that when we work together and support one another, we can overcome even the greatest of challenges and emerge stronger than ever. In a forest filled with ancient trees, a small bird named Luna shared a tiny lie with her friend, thinking it harmless. But as more animals heard the story, the lie began to spread, growing bigger and more elaborate with each retelling. Soon, the entire forest was talking about the lie, and Luna found herself struggling to keep up with the increasingly outlandish tale. Just when it seemed the lie would consume everything, a wise old owl stepped forward, seeing through the deception and challenging Luna to tell the truth. With a heavy heart, Luna confessed the truth, and as she did, the flames of deception dwindled, setting her and the forest free from the burden of the lie. In the end, Luna learned that even the smallest lie can grow into a raging fire, but honesty, though difficult, is the only way to truly set oneself and others free. In a lush forest, a crow named Croak had amassed a treasure trove of glittering trinkets and succulent food. But one day, while out foraging, Croak spotted an even greater treasure, and his eyes grew wide with an insatiable hunger. Croak tried to carry both his old treasure and the new, but soon found himself struggling under the weight of his own greed. In a moment of careless grasping, Croak lost his grip, and both treasures went tumbling to the ground, lost forever. Croak was left with nothing, a stark reminder that greed can lead to the loss of everything that truly matters. And so, Croak flew away, wiser for his experience, carrying with him the knowledge that true wealth lies in being content with what one has. It was a stormy night, and the city was empty. But in that moment of desolation, a stranger appeared with an offer of kindness. Months later, their paths crossed again, and the kindness was repaid in full. The small act of kindness had come full circle, warming not just her body but her heart. In a world where kindness can be a stranger, it's the smallest acts that can change everything. So, let's remember, every small act of kindness has the power to return in ways we never imagined. In a land scorched by the sun, a tortoise named Max embarked on a journey to uncover the treasure he had heard lay hidden beneath the earth. Day after day, Max faced countless obstacles, but he persevered, driven by the promise of the treasure. And then, after what seemed like an eternity, Max's shovel struck something hard and golden. As he uncovered the treasure, Max realized that his patience and persistence had led him to a wealth greater than he had ever imagined. In that moment, Max understood that the true treasure was not the gold or jewels, but the lesson he learned along the way. For Max had discovered that with patience and perseverance, even the smallest of creatures can achieve greatness and find true fulfillment.